Hey guys, Coach Ben here, BigBenches.com. This is the Q&A video you guys have all been waiting for. I got my bud here, Westside Lou. We're about to get some benching on. Then we got Tommy Matthews reading out your questions submitted by you, commented in the Instagram. Alright, so why don't we get this thing kicked off here. Hit us with a question, Tommy.
Alright, question from Hey, it's J Rowe.
Hey, it's J Rowe. What's up, buddy?
What is the best way to take out the bar when you don't have a spotter?
Alright, so this is, a lot of people run into this issue, especially at a commercial gym, because in the first place, you can't even trust those people anyway. You know what I'm saying, Westside Lou? You probably spent plenty of time at a commercial gym. You don't want to trust anyone in there. It's a tough situation. So this is what you do. When you're doing a self handoff, you're going to want to bridge your hips up a little bit. You're going to create more of a decline effect. So now you can just pull the bar into position rather than have to lift over and out with your shoulders. You want to stay out of the shoulders on a handoff. Bridge up off the bench a little bit with your butt. Create that decline, pull it into position, and then just slowly lower your butt back down. And then you can begin from there. Do we have anything you want to expand on?
I was going to say exactly that. Bridge the hips up, drag it out with your lats, then you're already set. Push the hips back down and you're into position.
Not optimal, but that's what you got to work with. Got to create that decline, pull it in position with the lats. Good to go. All right, hit us with the next question, Tommy.
All right, from @SeanMac_5. What is the perfect...
At NYZ too.
Oh, also and @NY_Z.
A couple questions on the same subject.
What is the perfect peanut butter to fluff ratio for a Fluffinato sandwich? They need those calories.
Excellent question, guys. So if you see me a lot in the gym, more last training cycle, but I'm trying to eat a lot, so I've been doing a lot of peanut butter fluff Sammies. Now they're very quick to make, plus they pack a punch. Now here's what you got to do with your peanut butter fluff Sammy. You got to go out to your Stop and Shop and get your double protein bread, because you need the protein in your Sammy. So go grab that double protein bread. I get the Arnold brand protein bread. Grab that. What you do here, one slice here, one slice here. Take your peanut butter, take your fluff. Alright, what's the optimal ratio? Now this depends when you're going to eat it. I have to take it to the gym. So if I overstuff my Sammy, that shit's going to be all over the bag by the time I take it out, and I'm not even eating the peanut butter fluff. I'm wasting my contents. So what you do, if you're going to eat it off the bat, lather it. Lather it. Extra peanut butter is going to give you a little more protein. Extra fluff's going to give you a little bit more love. So what you do here, stuff it together if you're going to eat it quick, but if you have to bring it somewhere like myself, I just hear from our people in the back, you can get P28 bread or Ezekiel bread. That also is very good for your protein content.
P28 bread is legit.
Yeah, keep that in mind if you want the extra protein. Alright, so you don't have to get Arnold brand, get that stuff as well. So just make sure if you're going to take it somewhere with you that you don't overstuff because you're wasting your contents, alright? At some point, that stuff's going to start oozing out of the sandwich. You're going to get a big mess. You don't want that. So I would edge on the side of a little more peanut butter because we want that protein punch.
I got a tip for the traveling sandwich. I'm more of a jelly man than a fluff man myself. But if I'm taking a traveling PBJ, I'll put peanut butter on both sides and spread it all the way to the edge. Then put the
Interesting strategy.
Jelly in the center in a little circle, so it's more of a mound. I'll close it, but not press down, so it's a little bubble of jelly. When I'm about to eat it, I'll press down, spread the jelly out. So the peanut butter all the way to the edge makes a little seal so no jelly escapes.
I have to say I've never tried that strategy.
You gotta give that a shot.
That's a bold strategy. I definitely urge you go try that in your peanut butter Sammies. Now do you get any sogginess with that? Because I've been encountering sometimes you get soggy.
The peanut butter is a fat. It blocks the jelly, which is more of a watery substance, from soaking into the bread.
So you literally created a pocket of jelly.
You make a pocket. Well, the peanut butter forms the pocket for the jelly to rest in. It's like a little peanut butter nest. Then you squish it out.
That's an interesting thing there.
It's a little high maintenance, but
I'm excited to try that myself.
It works.
Alright, I think we're done with that. Hit us with the next subject here.
Alright, from @OldMan60.
Old Man 60, what's up, bud?
I set up on the bench, and pin shoulders back, but when I raise my arms to grab the bar, it loosens up. What am I missing?
Alright, so old man 60 here, or old man 60, I don't want to assume you're 60, but old man 60 here, what he's doing, he's creating good leverages by using the post, by using the bar, trying to get his shoulders tucked underneath him. So that's a great way to go about it. I like to use the post myself, get my shoulders pinched, kind of use that to leverage myself into position, right? But the trouble you run into when you're doing this is sometimes you'll grab onto something and it's just so wide for you that you're starting to pull your shoulders apart and kind of lose that tuck. So just make sure whatever you're using as leverage isn't pulling your shoulders apart. It's actually helping you get tighter and push your shoulders down more. Alright, so whatever that may be, some people have better luck doing off the bar like this, kind of wedge themselves underneath the bar. Some people like to grab the post. I know if you're shorter arm, kind of smaller structure, grabbing the post might be a little too wide for you. Actually untuck your shoulders a little bit. That's going to be a little bit of trial and error, just finding what works for you. If you can't grab onto anything, best thing to do is just pinch and then drive your body back. Just kind of keep your arms in close. Alright, so now you're not losing that tuck. So it just sounds like to me that the post isn't really working for you. It's pulling your shoulders apart. So why not give it another shot and just be more conscious of that. If not, try the bar. Just find anything you can. But that's a good strategy. Any extra word on that?
I'd also think about the surface of your bench pad and what kind of shirt you're wearing. If you're wearing sort of a spandex shirt that's going to be slippery, it might untuck you from where you are on the bench. And if the bench is slippery, you might get untucked as well. So if you have something that's a little more grippy, like a cotton t-shirt on maybe a rubber pad, or you hook a couple bands around it, that'll help keep your scap nice and tucked in back.
That's another very good point. Not everyone has the benefit of a competition pad. Do make sure that you have some kind of grippy surface on your pad. So whether you throw some elastic bands over the top, or even grab a yoga mat, those are some good options, very cheap options, lay it right over the pad. Alright, old man 60 or old man 60, good luck with that. Hit us with the next one.
Alright, from @Flowbroski, what's the best angle to film the big three?
What's up, Flowbroski? How you doing, bud? Best angle to film the big three. So we're talking about squat, bench, deadlift. Well, definitely for the bench, you don't want to go and get your custom crotch shot. So you definitely don't want just in the front, because what you end up with, you don't see bar path at all, and you got a big old picture of your ball sack. Now you don't want that at all, so get a nice side angle. I've actually had someone else send me in videos from like a back side angle, and I find that's a really good angle. I can see everything I need to see in there. You see your foot position, how you're on the bench, and then you know what's going on with the bar path, and you can see your hands. So any kind of side angle like that is real creative, real good. Definitely from the back as well. I like that angle. That's for the bench. Deadlifting, we don't talk about that. That lift sucks. Squats, again, another side angle is good so you can see depth. Plus, you can also see how you drive your knees out in the squat.
I say
when he likes deadlifting, I hate
deadlifting.
deadlifting, so you might want to ask that for Westside Loop.
I say the best angle to film from is any angle that's good to coach from. So if you're going to coach from the front, you can film from the front. If you're going to coach from a 3/4 angle, you can film from there. From the side is also a good option. Again, I'm not really a fan of the thirst angle, otherwise known as the crotch shot.
Crotch shot.
Not a great angle to film from unless you're just trying to search for likes on the gram.
Yeah, then go ahead, but
Then
I would stay
let
away.
it spread, baby.
No one wants to see that shit. Hit me.
Alright, from @Tommy Matthews, what's the benefit of wearing a belt while benching?
Very good question @Tommy Matthews. What's up, bud? So, belt when you're benching. Now, I covered this in the past videos. It's not necessary, but I do find that I get some benefit out of it. Now, one thing is very important. If you wear a belt, a particular one of your thick powerlifting belts, and it blocks you from being able to create good positioning, getting a good arch, if you feel it's blocking you from doing that, ditch the belt right away, because it's not going to carry enough benefit with it to overcome, you know, a gain in positioning. Alright, if you feel it doesn't affect your arch and you find you can still set up in a good position, I like it because now it gives me a target to kind of aim my air into, so when I breathe, I kind of have that compression there that I can kind of target my breath into my belly, expanding at the right area. And it also just squeezes you a little tight, keeps you more braced through the midsection. So when you're getting that force from the legs, you know it's going to transfer right through that sturdy core, right into the bar where you want it. So I find the belt helps me a lot. I like having it there. If you're a shirted bencher, I'll let Westside Lou talk a little bit about the shirt. This guy loves some geared lifting. That's why we call him Westside Lou. But for the shirt, it's a little more important because now you're talking about keeping the shirt down and whatnot. So it's definitely more needed there. But as a raw bencher, only use it if it's not going to block your positioning. You want to talk a little bit about if you're a shirted bencher?
Sure. So a couple things with the shirt. Wearing a belt, it lets you get the shirt nice and tight. If you're jacking up the shirt, pulling the collar down, it'll keep the shirt in that position when you drag the bar out. Additionally, I like to wear my belt pretty tight when I'm benching so that it'll squish my belly up a little higher, makes the bar path a little shorter. It's cheating, but it is what it is. It's all about pounds on the bar, right?
Yeah.
As long as I'm within the rules, who cares?
Yeah, you find any way to lift the most weight possible. Powerlifting 101. So
makes it like an artificial one board.
That's right.
Press your belly up into it.
That's right. So use a belt. If it's not gonna block, if you're wearing a shirt, definitely give that a go. You gotta have the belt on there. Tommy Matthews, we got anything else on there, or are we all done?
Nope, we all good.
All right, thank you, Tommy Matthews. Thank you for everyone that submitted your questions. Next time I post a Q&A, I'll probably just do a live video on Instagram. We'll see. Let me know. Comment below on the YouTubes if you like this video. You want to see more of them on the tubes, and I will do that for you. So I want to say thanks for Westside Lou being here. We're gonna hit the bench right now. Thanks for Westside Lou. He had some good answers to these questions. If you'd like to see more of Westside Lou, shoot it in the comments. Thanks to Tommy Matthews for reading out our questions today. And you know where to find me. You can meet me on the bench.